Hi everyone! So I'm going to do another requested video. It's from S. Bill. So hi S. Bill. Again, all good questions that you ask. I was actually going to do a video on these two subjects soon, but since you asked them, I guess I better do them right now then, right? Okay, so S. Bill asked, what are your thoughts on apple cider vinegar and pink Himalayan salt? I really want to give it up, although it is believed to be healthy. Very good questions because, oh my goodness, I kind of go back and forth on apple cider vinegar, but Himalayan salt, let's start with the pink Himalayan salt. So my thoughts and opinions on this, you guys, are I do not agree with consuming any type of salt. I don't care if people or other health people say salt is healthy. In my opinion, salt is not healthy. I know we do need sodium, but I believe that we get just the right amount of sodium from our fruits and vegetables. Like the sodium is already in our fruits and vegetables that we eat. I mean, I really like to think about it as like if we were, of course, in nature, walking around that tropical, beautiful jungle, you know. Mostly we'd be eating a lot of fruit, but I mean, I believe there's sodium in fruit too, but like the veggies, like everybody knows that celery, that's basically your salt shaker right there. And you wouldn't really want to, if you did find salt, I don't know how even salt is even made or how it's, I don't know all that. And you wouldn't directly eat that. I mean, you wouldn't directly eat the crystals of salt. That just like ew, ew. And so I kind of look at it from a standpoint like that. And so me personally, I don't consume salt like that, not even pink Himalayan salt, because I know pink Himalayan salt, what makes it pink is the nutrients, I guess. There's certain nutrients in it. But you know what? I believe you get just enough from the fruits and veggies. You get plenty from the fruits and veggies. You don't need to add sodium to your salt, straight salt like that in your diet. Though you can if you want, but I also know that sodium or salt like that does put on extra, it makes you appear heavier than you really are because it kind of acts or puts water retention on your body. And so that's why I say that's, as far as I know, that's what happens. And because anybody that you talk to who consumes sodium or a lot of sodium, you know, the eyes get puffy in the morning, the skin just appears poofier, and you just, in time, if you eat a lot of it, you can kind of put on some what looks like pounds, but it's really just sodium, water retention from all the sodium that you consume. But I mean, it's up to you. You most certainly can consume pink Himalayan salt if you want. If any of you guys have other opinions about it, most certainly go ahead and comment about it. Again, you guys, I'm not the health expert, dietitian, nutritionist in any way. I don't claim to be, and I don't want to be. These are just my thoughts and opinions about it, and based off my own personal experiences and what I've learned from other raw vegan and health people too. So, and I know for my mom, she's always taught me growing up, never add sodium or straight salt, or even if it's pink Himalayan salt, you never add that to your food because there is plenty of sodium in your raw fruits and vegetables as it already is. So that's how I kind of like to see it. Because also you can kind of think of it as like seawater. When you get seawater in your mouth, if you ever have, it's super salty and it's not desirable, and like it's, ugh. I mean, I don't know if that's a good example, but I mean, when you have a lot of salt in your mouth, or you're eating just straight with salt crystals, it's not desirable. So those are my opinions on that. I don't agree with it, and I don't think people should consume it. But if you want to, that's fine. If you want to put on some weight or appear like you look a little bit heavier, you most certainly can add more sodium. I'm not sure what it does in the body, but I know it just your body kind of retains the water from it and everything. That's what I've learned, okay? That's what I've learned, okay? And then now we're going to tackle apple cider vinegar. Now, you guys, this is highly debatable because there's a lot of popular raw vegans out there on the YouTube that use apple cider vinegar, and I never understood why, and even as far as I look into it, I still just don't agree with it. And because I looked it up, and apparently it was from Wikipedia, so I don't know how much you can trust it, but kind of everywhere I looked, this was kind of the general thing, is the store-bought apple cider vinegar it's made by crushing apples and squeezing out the liquid. Bacteria and yeast are added to the liquid to start the alcohol fermentation process. And the sugars are turned into alcohol. In a second fermentation process, the alcohol is converted into vinegar by acetic acid forming bacteria. That just does not sound good, if you ask me. But then you can also make your own homemade apple cider vinegar too, where you just use apples and added raw sugar, whatever that means. What is raw sugar? Explain, please. And letting it sit in a warm, dark area for about a month. And and within that time, it starts fermenting, meaning they were starting to describe like it bubbles up and then it creates this white, crusty stuff on it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just not. I like to think about it as if we were in our lovely tropical environment. I mean, I don't think we would be making apple cider vinegar. I think we'd be eating the apples straight the way they are. And but you know, if you feel like you have other opinions about apple cider vinegar, go ahead and comment about them if you guys want. Because everybody else's comments, it's good to hear other people's opinions and their thoughts about it and what they know about it. And yes, it can have health benefits, but it's not something I think you would want to consume on a daily basis in all your dressings and all of that. And that's just my opinion. I personally, I just don't like that. I don't like that thought of fermentation and having it turn into an alcohol state. That just like, whoa, that doesn't sound very desirable. And so for me, I like to look at it as if we were in our natural environment, what would you be eating? You'd see plant trees around us. You'd be eating the whole, ripe, raw, fresh fruits and vegetables, just the way they are. And yes, I guess as in nature, if the fruit was just sitting there and it was never picked and eaten when it was ripe, then it would start its, I guess, fermenting type process, but it'd start decomposing and everything, and we wouldn't really find it desirable in our natural environment. That's the way I look at it. So, but that's a nice smelling melon. This is called a Gallia melon. I've never tried it before. It's organic, so we got a fancy dancy new fruit video coming up. Yes, we do. That's just a side note. But anyways, you guys, those are my thoughts and opinions on apple cider vinegar and pink Himalayan salt. I do not agree with either one of them. That's just Miss Stace. That's just my opinions, you guys. And if you guys feel like it's healthy to consume that, you most certainly can do it. Whatever floats your little boats, okay? Whatever floats your little boats on your raw vegan journey or on your health journey, okay? I know for mine personally, I don't agree with it, and I don't prefer to consume it or anything like that, okay? So hopefully, guys, that helped you in some way. Hopefully that was pretty clear for you, S-Bill. And so remember to love being raw, you guys. Put a big old smile on your face today. I hope I did that for you guys, and I'll see you next video, okay? Bye, guys.